Okay.
Awesome. Well, we're back again for another edition of Cyan. We're following up on an experiment that Aline did during the last few days. And Aline, do you want to describe how you finished the experiment and what you did between the last time and today?
Yeah, sure. So I did the experiment on Saturday morning, and then I let it run for the whole day. But unfortunately, at night, like I realized it wasn't successful as I wanted because the filter paper was not as wet as I expected. So I let it run for another night. And then on Saturday morning, that's when I stopped it from running. And then I had the filter paper. I let it dry for the whole day. And then on Sunday night, that's when I made my fast measurement. I also let it dry more. And then I made my measurement again on Monday night and then again on Tuesday. So my calculations were for the Tuesday results because I believe those are the most accurate ones. Yeah.
Excellent. And how long, so did you notice any decrease in the weight between yesterday and today?
Actually, like on Monday it was 13, no, on Sunday it was 13.81 grams, like
Mm-hmm,
everything with the filter paper.
mm-hmm,
And then it decreased to 11.63 yesterday on
mm-hmm.
Monday. And then today it's 11.91. I don't understand why it increased,
It,
but
it,
yeah, it did increase like a little bit.
yeah, it's okay to have an increase, but the increase is probably due to some residual wetness that allowed it to pick up some more CO2 into the air. So
Yeah,
from
that's
the
what I
air.
think too. Yeah,
So you're at what was the number again?
it was 11.91 grams.
Okay. And
Then
that was with or without the filter paper?
with the filter
With the
paper.
filter paper. Okay.
Yeah,
And remember that we had filter paper weight was 0.88 before. I think
mhm.
I recall
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was
Mhm,
0.88. So the weight was 11.03 without
mhm.
the filter paper. Yeah,
Okay. And have we calculated how much carbon that is? How much carbon
yeah,
dioxide it was taken up?
yeah. It's 1.74 grams.
Yes, yes, 1.74. I was just telling somebody today that that's about what we usually get. 2.1 is like the high,
Oh,
and we usually get around 1.75, 1.8, somewhere around there.
mhm.
But that is on average. So you're right there in the ballpark of the average. So excellent.
Good. Yeah, I
So
really want to keep it. I want to keep it and probably measure it like on Friday. I want to see if
mhm.
there's like that huge difference.
I know it will. One thing I noticed is that it will actually take up more CO2 over time,
Yeah.
especially if you're in a humid environment. If it's not humid, then you won't see any CO2 uptake. But where you're at, you're located in the state of
Washington.
Washington, so
Yeah.
it's probably pretty humid there.
Yeah, I will let it, yeah, for some time and see the
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would be interested in knowing just how much the maximum is, like how long you have to wait until you don't see any more CO2 uptake.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Probably I'm gonna do it every day then so that I can
Yeah,
yeah, I'll do it tomorrow and yeah.
that would
It's
be
fun
great.
actually. Yeah, it doesn't take a long time to do it and I would say it's rewarding for someone who really want to do things related to the CO2 removal. It
Mhm.
doesn't take a lot of time and it's fun.
Wonderful. Yeah, I find that it's very rewarding also just getting that weight at the end that actually confirms that I took up CO2.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is one of the few areas you can do that. Like with the plant takes the CO2, you can watch it grow, but it takes a really long time. Here you can actually see the weight actually increase over time, and it's rewarding and pretty fun as well. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's what happened. I'm glad I did it. I'll run it again tomorrow. I will do an experiment.
Mhm. And what are your the next things that are you planning to build the rest of the Cyan, or are you comfortable with what you've built so far?
So far, I'm not sure if I'll do the outer part now.
Hmm.
Maybe, yeah, I'll think about it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the inner part is really the critical part. And so for everyone who's watching, you can do all the experiments that you need to with just the inner part alone. And that's just $20 worth of equipment that you have to spend. If the outer part is of interest, that outer part is just to help you experiment with airflow, getting more air into the system, as well as allowing it to as it's drying, you're having less more airflow coming through as it's drying. So that helps it to dry faster and also maybe capture a little more CO2 as well. So that's the what the outer part does for you, but the outer part is not necessary to perform your experiment. So that's so I'm glad we were able to demonstrate this portion, and you were able to get a good result without the for just $20. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I know. Do you want me to show how it looks now on the
Yeah,
field?
yeah, that would be great. Yes. Yeah, if you can it's probably, I would suspect that it shows some good cracking. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it is.
And now this is mostly so that's on the scale, and look how crumbly it is. It's nice and crumbly now compared to
Yeah.
before. Yeah, that is what I have seen as well with my filter paper. And after
Mhm.
running it and it dries, it gets really crumbly. And I think that that's the calcium carbonate that's on the outside of it. That it definitely gives it a different texture than it had before.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
the end.
keep it and then let it keep it and weigh it a few more times until you get your maximum weight increase, and then we'll definitely check back with you later on and see what that weight increase is like.
Yeah.
So that will be really cool.
Yeah. Perfect.